Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you to Toronto DAO for having me today. Before I start talking about Heisenberg, let me just introduce myself. I'm Maury. I'm next to Heisenberg. I'm an adjunct professor at University of Waterloo and Canada researcher in human-centered AI. The project that I'm going to present today is basically one of the main projects we've been working in the intersection of crypto / blockchain and AI at U Waterloo, and this one got more exciting. So here we go. Before I start, everyone's familiar with the AI on the technical side, or? Okay. Okay, so let me start a bit about the AI itself. I'm sure that it's obvious for everyone what's happening with AI, and we know that there is a huge opportunity, right? It's been estimated like 6 months ago that the market cap for AI is going to be around $27 billion. Within 6 to 8 months, it raised to $1 trillion. And it's estimated by 2027, the market cap for AI is going to be around 1 trillion, which I believe that is going to go way beyond that. I tell you about why I have such belief. And we know that it's growing fast, right? But what we started basically as a research project 2 years ago, focusing on the fact that how can we release this potential, right? If there is a $1 trillion potential, why don't we get there earlier, right? And there was a study that shows that AI is actually blind. What we see these days as LLMs, ChatGPT, or other kind of chatbots, that they are very strong in reasoning. You've seen, Matthew, how it uses it for telling jokes, right? And I'm sure that it can get better than what you've seen. But it's been shown that many companies nowadays, and many people who are building in AI domain, one of the main challenges that they have, and the focus that they have, is that the data that they need to pass to the AI model is not AI ready, okay? And how many of you built AI agents? What platforms did you use? Just name. Eliza, right? How many of you ship it and you made money out of it? I love to hear. Well, there is a reason. Eliza is cool. I have a lot of respect for Eliza, Virtual, Arc.Fun. These projects that they are working, AI agent launchpads, they are doing a great job in terms of make it very easy for everyone to build an AI agent, okay? That's kind of what they do. But it's been shown 80% of these projects actually fail. If you go, for example, to Virtual, you find that 90% of the agents, like meme coins, they're not. Is it my voice is that bad, or? So that's kind of, the situation with the practicality of AI agents. And it's not about the models behind them. The models, DeepSeek, Llama, or others from OpenAI, these are actually strong. And they are strong from the perspective that they can reason very well. So if you give them enough information, they can actually analyze it very well for you. But the problem of this high kind of ratio of failure is because of the fact that these AI agents that we are building, many of them, they do not have context, okay? And of course, AI can reason, but without context, it cannot act or decide or think practically. What do I mean with context, right? I use the term that has a lot of meaning. The context that I'm talking here is a customized, structured, real-time data, okay? We have a huge amount of data. I don't have the number, but petabyte of data every day is being generated by different platforms, okay? And this data is unstructured, noisy, and delayed, and you cannot actually pass these funds directly to the AI models, okay? And what you need to do, actually, you need to build pipelines. So everyone using ELIZA, using virtual, using Arc.fun and many other platforms, they can easily build AI agents, but they're stuck in the chatbot status. It means that they can chat. They can be very cool, humanized chats, humanized text, but nothing more than that. If you ask, okay, what tokens should I buy today based on the market analysis, it cannot tell you. Or if you say that what KOL is talking about, I don't know, Sui, they cannot tell you that kind of, real-time intelligence. So what do they need? They basically need to, if you want to build a good AI agent, you need to build pipelines that get the raw data, contextualize it, customize it for your purpose, and deliver it in real time. Okay, that's kind of the problem we've been working. So if you look at the decentralized AI world, you'll find that we have a lot of players in the AI layer these days. Jensen doing the decentralized training, Rituals or some others, they are doing the decentralized inference. We have a lot of AI launchpads now, right? And they are offering a lot of kind of functionalities there. If you go a bit down in the data layer, now there are a lot of platforms. They give you on-chain data. They give you private data. Wana gives you personal data, right? I don't know, the public data, Grass, based in Toronto, which is one of the best projects to me, one of the killer app of AI and crypto these days to me is one of them is Grass. They are providing a lot of data to you, right? But it's broken. The connections between this data to be fed to the AI is broken. And that's actually what we call it context layer. Context layer is basically a layer that takes this data, contextualize it, customize it, clean it, transform it, and make it actually useful for every single task in the AI layer, okay? So we're good with the problem, I assume, right? So what we did, we started the research to see that how can we address this? And why we got to the crypto? Because, well, there are two main factors. First of all, building these pipelines, it's costly, expensive, time-consuming. So we need the community to get involved, to build the pipelines, monetize it, and use it. On the other hand, executing these pipelines is very expensive because they are continuous. They have to be run a lot of kind of, every second, every minute to give you real-time context. The question is that how can I bring the cost down? I don't want to use AWS, right? So we built Heisenberg. Heisenberg is an agentic platforms in which the agents extract, structure, and deliver real-time data. What's the catch? For AI builders or whoever building an AI agent, there is no code required here. It's completely plug and play. You just tell that, okay, what context you need, what kind of customized data you need for your purpose, and you can get it, okay? So simply put, in the kind of situation with the layer I showed you, that's where Heisenberg comes in. It takes the data automatically from different platforms. We are not on-chain data. We can connect to any type of data, even private data, like the enterprise data. And then it goes through the processes that requires to make the data contextualize and offer this real-time context to the AI players. It could be, as I said, AI agent builder, as big as AI agent launchpad. One of our current clients is an AI agent launchpad with more than 100K users. And these kind of, they give it as a perk to their users. But for example, Virtual do not provide this. And they're like, okay, you know what? You build the agent, you take care of the pipeline yourself. So how did we do it? There are three main products, and these are something that maybe is of your interest. As a business, we have a platform, which we call it Cook. And Cook is basically an environment that you can deploy pre-built agents to get the data for any particular aspects. The second component is a marketplace. If you are a developer, you want to monetize, you know that there is a particular type of data or customized kind of context would be demanding. You can build your own agents. I talk a bit about it down the road. And then using this, you can monetize that agent, and whoever uses it, well, you get a reward. The third part, as I told you, one of the challenges with these data pipelines is the fact that they are very costly. It costs them a monthly basis. I know that some companies spending like 20 to 30K per month to just keep these pipelines up and running. At UADLU, this first study that we've done, we show that actually the majority of these these agents can be implemented using CPU, not GPU. Yeah, it's kind of something that whoever asks us, okay, you are in deep networks, so you have GPUs? We're like, no, we are not in the GPU game. We are in a boring, old story of CPU. And why is that? Because we proved that we can reduce the cost for businesses by 70%. Okay? So that's kind of the part get more attractive to the businesses because they pay less. Okay? And what's in it for the community? Well, the community provide CPUs. It could be your laptop, it could be, I don't know, your computers that you never use it, or it could be even your daily use computer. Of course, not your company's computer, if you want to use. And if I want to just give you a brief overview of what the platform looks like and how it works, basically there are a lot of modular agents that have been developed with the developers all around the world. And let's say, for example, there is one data agent specifically focusing on the token trends. And the other one is focusing on influencers, like KOLs, right? And there is another one on the market news, on the crypto, right? So each of these data agents are actively watching the contents, extracting, cleaning, and have them ready for use. But this is not actually ready for use. There is a router that what it does depends on what you want to do. It gives you the instance that is completely personalized for your need. For example, there is you built an AI trading bot, right? For AI trading bot, you need insights from the KOLs, you need from on-chain data. So what the router does, it extracts what matters most for the trading from different data agents and mix them and give you exactly what your AI agent needs to do the trading. For example, it tells you that, okay, you know what, in last 3 hours, the volume of ERC20 token has changed this much, and you know what, KOL XYZ talking about these tokens. So all you need for specifically for the trading. And I don't want to open it more, but in terms of even trading, there are different instances for day-to-day trading, for long-term trading, for, I don't know, meme coin trading. Every one of these agents must have different customized pipelines. Or, I don't know, you have a smart wallet agent that requires different type of kind of, context. So the Heisenberg router, next, along with the modular agents, all together provide what matters there. And, for example, the other one is a launchpad risk model. I brought the examples from the Web3, but the sky is the limit in terms of the application. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you need the data or you need a context. Definitely you need a context when it comes to the AI. Heisenberg can offer that to you. So that's nice, that's sexy, that's beautiful for businesses, but the question is that what's for community? This is the kind of, the part that we loved about what we are building, is that we are not monetizing what we are building. We are delegating the monetization to the community in terms of the developers and compute providers. What do developers do for us? They basically, we offer a low business engine to any single developers that they can easily develop a new agents. I'm not saying that as easy as using cursor yet, but it's very kind of, low code is very conceptual because we wanted to keep it abstract. We don't want developers to get involved with the infrastructures. How much compute do I need? I don't know how can I optimize this infrastructure for my data agents? How can I get access to the raw data? How can I deliver the data? So all the barriers around building an AI agent is being covered by the marketplace. And if I want to just give you an example, what happens, you build once and then share the context everywhere, and everyone who's using these agents that you build, you earn. And similarly speaking, from the concept of, in the context of blockchain, these agents is like developing a smart contract. But the difference is that you are building smart contracts for real-world data. Okay, so it's completely in different layers compared to smart contracts. The third component, as I said, it's the deepen that we have. We are trying, and we are actually very serious and dedicated that all these agents must be executed on the CPU. The reason is the cost. The continuous execution of these, every execution is very cheap. 1 hour is around 80 cents using Amazon, but just expand it to a month, okay? So we proved that using our CPU depend, we reduce the cost by 70%. So it costs the businesses every hour around 15 cents. That our current clients love it, particularly when it comes to kind of very intensive agents. And the way it works for you as a community, you just install the node. There is no technical requirements to install it, okay? So everything's built in a Docker, which means that it's pretty isolated from your environment. No access to your kind of hard drive. We just use your CPU and of course the RAM to do the compute and run these agents without any intervention in your daily usage. You can even adjust that, okay, you know what? Just shut it off now. I want to use CPU all by myself. But the way that our study showed, we found that, okay, 15% to 20% of the CPU usage does the job for us, and it won't interrupt your daily usage, okay? And the other perks about this particular, the depend part, of course, I put the QR code if you want to join the waitlist. The way that kind of, these nodes is being designed is that it doesn't matter how powerful your CPU is. If your CPU is uptime, is reliable, then you earn. That's kind of the part that is more important to us. The dispatchers that we develop behind the scene, it can easily identify what jobs are fitted what CPUs. And that's kind of the part that why we have the CPU as built-in. We don't use the kind of, the external depends for these tasks. So that's the third components of Heisenberg. I hope that you enjoyed this talk. I would be happy to answer if there is any question.